The last thing I wanted to touch on the demo, and you mentioned it earlier, and this was something we spoke about on the very first Chalk Talk, was around deep analytics and really seeing what makes up that rot data. The data donut graphs that we went into earlier, they're great for seeing the high level picture, and you can really see what the general feeling across your environment is with a little bit of specifics on the details.
Yeah.
But if you actually want to see, well, what files are making up the data that we need to move out, this is where deep analytics comes in. So instead of just sort of crawling and summarizing data, it builds up an index, and you end up with this essentially a data lake of all of your file system metadata. And we can query that. We can query it pretty much like you'd be choosing something off of Amazon. By all of the various different types of metadata that we collect. You can build up queries and see them in these results, and actually see the contents of the file. See the contents of the metadata. Yeah. We're not seeing into the file. This is just what we know about it. Here's its actual path. This is exactly what the file name was, how big it was, who owned it. And we can extract this out as CSVs, either for use in reporting. And perhaps in the future, we'll be able to use some of these complex queries to feed back into that data management plan, so that to be able to have, rather than just selecting things at a share level and maybe with some slight fine tuning, to be able to have an extremely granular data management plan saying, actually, all of my engineering drawings, I want to put somewhere. I want to treat my drawings different to how I want to treat the rest of my data. In fact, if it's not an engineering drawing and it's over 7 years old, get rid of it. If it's an engineering drawing, then we want to keep it.
I can see on the left here, you have even a place to put custom file extensions. So if there's a very specific non-standard type of file that's specific to your company, you can actually report on those as well.
That's right. We also have the ability to add tags into the index, so that we're not modifying any of the source data, but we can add additional metadata into the index and into the information we know about a file. And those tags are a key value pair. So you could, for example, have a tag. Imagine if you're an engineering company that builds projects around the world. So you might well have a tag with the location, or a tag with the type of project. To say it was a bridge in Dubai. And you query for everything that was in that original project folder, and you tag it bridge, location, Dubai, project type bridge. And that means that someone can come along at another date and go, I need to find all the drawings that relate to bridges.
Yeah.
And any other project that will do that, they'll be able to bring up a list of, these are all of our drawings that we've ever done in the last 10 years that relate to bridges. And that in itself is taking something which is very much at a data center kind of infrastructure level and elevating that up into something which is adding value to the business itself.